Hi, welcome to Mash on This, Mashable's daily culture and entertainment show that gives you tomorrow's biggest news stories today. I'm your host, Piers Morgan, who wears men's underwear, also known as Dory Greenberg. On Mash on This, we give you a quick rundown of what we think is the best the internet has to offer. And today, we have a very special guest on the show a little later. He's the director of such films as Bridget Jones' Diary, For Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill, and Love Actually. And he's the co-founder of Red Nose Day, which is happening in the US on May 25th. But more of that later. Right now, let's get into it, shall we? So, in case you just came out of your self-imposed catatonia, Donald Trump is still the president of the United States, and he recently gave an interview with The Economist about what he calls Trump-onomics. The transcript that was published is nothing short of bonkers. In it, Trump says he will maybe release his tax returns only when he is out of office, and claims that he could end Obamacare health insurance subsidies just anytime he wants. But probably the most eye-raising aspect was that he claimed to have invented the phrase, prime the pump. Just a couple of days ago, just thought about it. This is, of course, completely false. According to Merriam-Webster, prime the pump has been used since the 19th century, literally centuries ago. The Washington Post even pointed out that Trump himself has used the phrase at least 3 times before this interview. It's all very silly, indeed. But now, on to one of my favorite people ever, Stephen Fry. In an animated video created by Pindex, Stephen Fry sheds light on an aspect of psychology that many people believe drives Donald Trump's decisions. Take a look.
When MacArthur Wheeler learned that lemon juice was used as invisible ink, he rubbed it on his face and confidently proceeded to rob 2 banks. When the police found him, he was shocked. His disbelief was equal to theirs. He had even taken a picture to check he was invisible. The case inspired experiments by Professors David Dunning and Justin Kruger. They found that the least proficient students dramatically overestimated their own ability. The skills they lacked were the same skills required to recognize their incompetence. Dunning found that the incompetent are often blessed with an inappropriate confidence buoyed by something that feels to them like knowledge. Could the Dunning-Kruger effect explain some of Trump's action?
Yes! The answer is yes! The Dunning-Kruger effect is so real and so prevalent in today's society. The rest of the video talks about how this affects Trump's policies when it comes to poverty, immigration, and climate change, and also goes into detail about why people support them. We highly encourage you to watch the rest of the video on Mashable.com. If you're prone to having the late-night munchies, then Uber Eats just might be your midnight in shining armor. This is where everyone boos. And there we go. The new food delivery app has now extended its service until 2 a.m., swiftly dropping off deliciousness from over 150 restaurants, including Grill and Shakes, Tinseltown, and Rooster's Piri Piri. But if you're thinking, wow, I haven't heard of any of those, that's because they're all located in London, where this new feature is rolling out. No word yet on when intoxicated noshers or night owl nibblers in the United States will get a taste of this sweet late-night action, but I pray to the food gods that it is sooner rather than later. Hey, did you sleep well last night? I sure hope so, because this next story will definitely give you nightmares tonight. Yesterday, a whole bunch of live spiders were caught being smuggled across the Mexican border into fake Nintendo cartridges. And let me repeat that. Mexico's federal police found 73 spiders, probably baby tarantulas or some other exotic species, hiding inside tiny little tubes inside Famicom games like Jurassic Park and RoboCop 2. And don't worry, there's video evidence, which thankfully is a little blurry. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is one of the officers prying open one of these cartridges. Oh, that's not wires and film. No, those are little tubes. And when he holds it up to the camera, just a little spider hanging out. Still very much alive and well, not sure how. These spiders were reportedly headed for Hanover, Maryland, where the Mashable gaming team believes they'll be sold as exotic pets. For more on this real-life horror story, check out Adam Rosenberg's article on Mashable.com. Hey fellas, just because you're getting a little grayer doesn't mean you have to stop being fabulous. The 4th annual Mr. Mature America pageant happened recently in Ocean City, New Jersey, and photographer Amy Lombard was there to capture the magic of 55 and older gentlemen living their best lives. After a rousing group performance of the Village People's Macho Man, the crowd was treated to acts like 85-year-old saxophone player and 65-year-old stand-up comedian, but it was 58-year-old Matthew Allen who stole the show with his split personality rendition of Sonny and Cher, which won him the title of Mr. Mature in 2017. All of the participants were given literal hams as participation prizes, which I think is the best thing ever. Okay, now here comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. Please, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Richard Curtis. Come on down, Richard Curtis.
I'm very excited to hear about that.
Yeah.
Over 60.
Are you going to enter next year?
I want the ham.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got bright white hair and kind of funny face. And
You're jonesing for the ham.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. So you're here because of Red Nose Day, which you co-founded, which helps make a difference for children in need. It's just around the corner on May 29th. And
25th.
25th. Oh, you know what? Numbers are hard for me. How did you and Lenny Henry come up with this idea?
Well, it started at a time of crisis. There was a famine in Ethiopia. I actually went there and really understood the sort of simultaneity of suffering, how as we are here happy, there are people somewhere whose lives are incredibly hard that just a few dollars can make a difference to. And so I got together all the comedians I knew, and we did a big TV show, and we picked a symbol, the red nose, because you could just buy one for $1, and that could make a difference too. And now we've leapt across to the USA.
Thank you for coming around the pond, through the pond, and into the pond. In 1988, you guys started this, and since then, how much money has Red Nose Day raised?
We've raised about, I think, 1.3, 1.4 billion dollars. And here in the USA, we've only been going for 3 years, and I think by the end of this time, we will have raised 100 million, which is a heck of a lot of kids helped.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think America is doing so much better than Britain? I can't imagine why.
I think it's because people here are nicer, kinder, care more about kids, funnier, and more imaginative.
Oh, thank you so much.
Those are the 5 reasons that leap to mind.
Okay, yeah, I mean, and I will take more after the show. Part of why Red Nose Day is so successful is all of the really great videos that come out. Has this visual element always been a key component?
Yeah. What we're trying to do is provide as much entertainment as possible and make people realize that you can actually have fun raising money that will actually give people whose lives are hard the opportunity to have fun. That's really the plan.
Yeah, you work with so many great individuals.
We have worked with almost everybody, yeah.
Oh, gee, not me yet, but I'm waiting on my phone call.
This is the moment.
This is it. On the 25th, NBC will celebrate Red Nose Day with a night filled with special programming, including the much-anticipated Love Actually mini-sequel, Red Nose Day Actually, which just made for the charity. And for those of us who can't wait to see the gang back together, let's take a look at the trailer, shall we? This is so fabulous. I loved it so much. It must have been really great working with all those people.
It was all right. They hadn't deteriorated as much as you'd expect. 15 years has been kind to them, you know. Keira Knightley still seems the same age and sweet. There's a little bit more grey hair peppered everywhere. Colin Firth and Hugh still, argue. Hugh Grant said that the day that Colin Firth won his Oscar was the unhappiest day of his life. Worse than his mother's day.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it was fun. It was fun. We only had each other for a day, and everybody still loves each other.
And that's not all. You have so many other things happening
no.
that
Look,
night.
Red Notice Day, May 25th, NBC. The first hour is a really ridiculously energetic and funny celebrity red-nosed ninja warrior show with lots of famous people falling into water.
Stop.
And then there's a Bear Grylls Running Wild with Julia Roberts special, which is deeply moving, about delivering vaccines, which only cost $5, which we hope everybody will donate, to kids who really need them in Kenya. And then there's our show, which is presented by Chris Hardwick and has a few series bits and the Red Nose Day thing, and then lots of other very good, funny bits, including one or two real surprise specials.
Ooh.
There's actually a new person entering Love Actually.
Really?
Patrick Dempsey is somehow going to be woven into the web of love.
Uh-oh. Did you just ruin the surprise?
No, I think I haven't told you what he does.
Oh, all right. Well, we cannot wait to watch. I can't wait to watch.
Well,
so, for all of you watching at home right now, be sure to tune in to NBC on May 25th to see the cast of Love Actually reunite for Red Nose Day. And also, you can donate or fundraise to help make a difference in a child's life by visiting facebook.com/Red Nose Day USA.
Yeah, look, the big thing about this is, if I can just talk to the camera,
Please.
is just to say that the whole idea here is that maybe you all out there can raise some money yourself. Donate money if you feel like it. Watch the show. Donate money because you see things that move you. But what we'd love you to do is a fundraiser, so that if you're at school, organize a ballet thing, or go to school wearing red clothes or something like that. If you're in an office, have a swear jar. Get sponsored for not talking. If you're obsessed by your phone, get your parents to pay you $10 not to use your phone, or your friends to do that thing. Just anything. Do a car wash, do a bake sale, because $5, $10, it's so easy to make and makes so much difference to people's lives. And the extra thing at the moment, I had it from them personally, is that if you do these things on Facebook, if you start a sort of Facebook fundraiser, Bill and Melinda Gates will double the money that you raise. So if you raise 20, it'll be 40. If you raise 100, it'll be 200. And so you'll save and change not one but two lives, not 20 but 40.
You can't argue with that. That's amazing. Shall we don some of these red noses?
I've really been looking forward to seeing you in the red nose.
Okay, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
Oh, this schnoz is going through quite a day today.
Yeah, and they're $1 at Walgreens, by the way. I suppose I should definitely say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be foolish not to buy one.
You will look foolish if you don't have one of these on May 25th.
You'll look foolish if you do have one of it. It's a win-win situation.
It's a foolish,
You'll
foolish
look foolish
situation.
if you don't, foolish if you do. And by the way, we're also spending money in every single state in the USA. And I, in fact, just went to Maine the other day and just saw, there are hungry kids. There are kids who actually go to bed holding their tummies. And if you raise $5, that won't happen to 10 kids.
I cannot ask you guys more. This man is amazing. I can't talk about this. This man is amazing, and the cause is amazing. And please, please, please go to that Facebook page, facebook.com/Red Nose Day USA, and make a donation. And unfortunately, this is all the time that we have together.
You're one of the cheerfulest people I've ever met. You're like a typical version of just how nice Americans are.
Oh, geez Louise. Yeah. Thank you so much for that.
That'll cost you $10.
Okay, yeah, I'll get you after the show. I'll get you after the show.
Joking.
Just send the invoice to my people. All right. So, Richard, thank you so much for being here today.
It's lovely to be here, and I hope that everyone will get involved and have a good time.
Such a pleasure. And thank you all for watching, of course. We will be back here tomorrow, same place, same time. And I wish you all a good day.
Can I come back tomorrow?